Hey guys, this is EffectiveKill here. Sorry for the basic absence of videos. I've kind of stopped recording Star Wars. I lost tons of footage when I had to redo my computer, and I'd actually played beforehand, and I lost all that footage, so it'd be a large jump, and I realized there'd be no point in toasting it. I may probably end up recording the Resident Evil Raccoon City footage, maybe single player or multiplayer. I think I'll have someone that'll be playing with me, so I can get that recorded up. Also, I'm almost finished with Mass Effect. I'm at the final part, I believe. I've been checking along the multiplayer. Mostly the multiplayer is just time killer. I would have preferred if the multiplayer wasn't there. It's just kind of wave combat. It's interesting to play with, but it's actually fun sometimes if you have a really good team. I had a good team of high-level people that actually knew how to fight, and even though we never finished a gold level, we finished several silver and a bronze. I never actually finished a gold. They're incredibly tough. But that'll review will be coming probably by next week, hopefully, Mass Effect. And I'm going to judge it purely on the game as a whole. I'm not going to basically judge it on the ending, because I've heard all these things about the ending. It's like, some of the people commenting the ending were right after the game came out, and I'm like, this is at one day. Either they've been playing it all day, which, what the hell's wrong with you? You gotta sleep sometime. Or they just skipped right through all this stuff and went right to the ending, which is, you're missing a lot of game there. But that'll be done, and I'll be judging it based on the game as a whole, not the ending. I may give a score for the ending, but if the ending's anything as I expect it to be, I expected the ending would not be good. Like, I haven't even gotten near the end of the game, period. I'm kind of at the end, but it's kind of the preparing. I'm on the fight I'm on the fight at the end. I've landed, basically. And I thought the ending was going to be more, in my opinion. I thought the ending was going to be bad. Bad as in the fact of, it's war. It's the worst case scenario I thought the ending would be. I haven't even done it yet. Worst case scenario I thought the ending would be human race goes extinct to save the other races, which I'm kind of okay with that. When I thought about it, I'm a little peeved. I prefer if humanity would have stayed alive, but that's worst case scenario. I kind of hope they don't do that, but that's the worst case scenario. That's like humanity sacrificing itself so the other species can survive, defeat the Reapers. Another worst case scenario that the ending may be, in my opinion. I haven't finished it yet. Don't post spoilers in the comments. I will delete them immediately. I don't want people that are watching this or future people to find out what the ending is. I'd prefer not to. Don't be a fucking troll. Let someone finish the game. Nobody likes spoilers. Basically, worst case, Shepard dies. That's another one. That's what I'm kind of expecting. I mean, the guy's come back from the dead. He only gets one, and I think that he's a clone. In my opinion, he's a clone. No way this stay alive. He lost all air. Vacuum, this is dead. Completely. You can't bring this back to life. They had to clone him and probably think, but that's all my opinion. Also, for the people petitioning for an ending, stop it. Stop it. You're making us look like crybabies. The ending isn't what I want it to be. I haven't finished the ending, so I don't know what it is, but I don't think I'm going to whine that much or sign a petition for an ending. We need to change the ending. I'm not happy. If they deserve to make us all happy with the ending, because if they made everyone happy, no one would be happy with the ending. It's just stupid. And at least the good thing that came out of it is they're actually raising money for charity. I like that. I think it was Child's Play, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't look at me for the facts. I'm moving around a lot in its video. But basically, that's the news. I'll be getting Raccoon City when that comes out. And after that, Assassin's Creed, probably, BioShock, Halo 4. Other than that, there's not much on the radar. Like, summer, I'm not aware of anything coming out in the summer block. But it all depends. Some Mass Effect review, hopefully some filming of that. Also, another bit of video game news. Notch likes Origin. He likes its service. He likes how there's actually someone different. Now, I'm kind of neutral on my stance on Origin. I don't really care. I installed it, but I use Steam because it's convenient. It has all the games I already want there, but when you think about it, Steam was a monopoly before Origin came around. And that's not actually a good thing, because the Steam sales set their precedent. They're like, well, you want to buy this game? Well, we're the only one that distributes it. The stores aren't selling it anymore. You're going to have to pay this price, this set price. Now, those are the websites, like goodoldgames.com. They're very good for things. They're not plugging me. I don't have enough subscribers for that. I'm not popular enough. But I have 200. I'm happy about that. I have 200 people that actually care what I say. But, yeah. And all these facts, bullshit facts about Origin, that it takes your credit card info and it scans your system. I'm pretty sure Steam does that too. The first time I installed Steam, it told me all the specifications that it was checking something on my system. And that's probably what that was doing. And credit card info, Steam does the same thing. Every time you enter credit card info, it saves it on Steam. But you tell it not to. And it's recommended that you tell it not to. And the funny thing is, Steam got hacked. And they've lost credit card numbers and other stuff. So, think about it as you will. What other gaming news has been often? Oh yeah, Diablo 3 coming out. Not interested. Didn't play the first two. Don't care about it. I want Heart of the Swarm. Give me some news about that, Blizzard. Stop talking about your beloved Diablo 3. I don't give a fuck about that. Still rocking Star Wars: The Old Republic. Still happy with it. But there's not much endgame stuff. That's the one flaw of that game that I really wish they would have fixed. Or maybe the new patch that's coming out in April, they'll fix it. The 1.4, I believe. The one that adds legacy, which, like, your character, not in PvP, like a bounty hunter I saw was using Force Lightning. You could use that on new characters, and you can raise your legacy by doing this. Or playing a character that you can't usually play in the other ones. Which means they're putting a lot of work into this. Like, playing as a character you can't usually play as Jedi or Sith. Like, you play as one character, and I guess you finish the class storyline, and then you can play as that character for any other species, which is pretty damn cool, I have to say. It would be like showing that there may be people on the species that aren't supporting the Empire. That'd be a funny thing if, like, a Sith pureblood as a Jedi. That'd be real funny. But, other than that, there's not much gaming news that I've heard of lately. Let me see. It's Diablo 3, the other stuff. I'm Alive came out. I'm not sure about that. I haven't finished Alan Wake. I haven't really done much in gaming. School's been overtaking. Like, I just work on the project to make a book of Aesop fables, and I'm not happy with the ending stuff because I'm doing more arts and crafts than I expected for graphic design. I didn't know the graphic design to be designing the book, but turning out the book and putting it together, I kind of expected you to design the profile of the book. But oh well, I get it done. Short story was all tanked up, and all this other homework and other work and reading and doing this other stuff. But state again, please don't do that, and please don't say that you're not going to buy any BioWare game because we've got one ending that didn't make you happy. Get over it. Support the company. It may have been they decided we can't choose this ending because it'll be falsified. You want some sort of realistic ending. There's going to be people that die. I haven't finished it yet. But that's war for you. People die. Fleets get destroyed. That sort of thing. There's an ultimatum. You may have to make a hard decision. I don't know yet. But get over it. It's just a video game. If you don't like the ending, then play the game and say, I'm not interested in playing any more Mass Effect games, but I'll still support the company. Not, I hate BioWare. I would never support another game. You're pretty much a bias already, because you didn't like one game. It's like saying, well, I didn't like the first Harry Potter movie, because it was too kid-friendly. That means I'm never going to see any of the other ones, even though the other ones, like, for example, went more adult. Got better as you went on, my opinion. Same with other books, media. It may happen. Don't say you're not going to support anything just because one bad ending didn't get your expectations. What do you expect? A lot of pressure to put up an ending. But I really hope they're not doing DLC-based stuff. That was kind of it. Same with the Day 1 DLC, but you don't need to buy it. You don't need to buy the Day 1 DLC. I mean, seriously. It's Day 1 DLC. I got it concluded with my Collector's Edition. That shows I'm a true fan of Mass Effect if you buy the Collector's Edition. I also pre-ordered Real Pack, so that's how I got that edition still. I also got the Assassin's Creed box that you showed. But really, yeah. It's just one game. Don't be so bent out of shape. It's like the people for the Left 4 Dead 2 petition. I cannot talk. I have been talking for a while. The Left 4 Dead 2 petition. The ones that are like, we are not buying Left 4 Dead 2 because Left 4 Dead 2 is coming out way too soon from Left 4 Dead 1. And you wanna bet how many people from that petition bought the game? Almost all of them. I think like over 90% bought the game. I'm pretty sure like 60% probably bought it when it came out, and the rest of them bought it eventually, which means that petition fell apart. That shows you gamers and their petitions. They don't work. What I want you to really petition, if you're going to, petition Capcom for doing this bullshit. I don't buy their fighting games, but this shit of having it on the disc, having all the characters already on the disc and forcing you to unlock, that's different. Mass Effect, I'm going to tell you why they did that probably. Because I had to download half a megabyte, or half a gigabyte, I believe. That's 650 megabytes to download the character, which means they had to add the character and the weapons and all that stuff into the game. Weapons and other stuff, that's barely anything. That's maybe 10. But that means they didn't finish the character in time, because they hadn't reached the precious deadline, because you wouldn't wait. So, that's the end of this video. I know it's going a little long, but hope you enjoyed watching. I'll hopefully have more out soon. Thank you very much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. See you guys later.